Hi, my name is Elena Holtz, and today I will be discussing concepts from Chapter 8, Media Psychology, and how behavior is affected by video games, and more specifically, the video game Grand Theft Auto, in a presentation titled Video Games Turned Reality. When relating video games and violence, I believe GTA or Grand Theft Auto is a factor that can contribute to increasing rates of violence in youth. To begin, we have to understand the difference between two concepts and words that we discussed in this course, effect versus affect. Effect as a noun is an outcome generated by media, messages in people, social groups, and or culture, while affect is an emotional state that can be both positive or negative. For example, the difference between love or hatred. Based on a 10-year study of both a group of boys and girls starting when they're very young through their early adolescence age, we could see that the amount of Grand Theft Auto that they were playing, as that increased, their levels of aggression, anxiety, and depression also increased. Now, as this increased, it seemed to be a cycle where they would then play the video game even more to try and cope with the high level of distress that they felt. So we can see that Grand Theft Auto has an effect on the levels of aggression, anxiety, and depression, which consequently can lead to more violence. It's really important to consider that video games aren't the only form of violence that kids these days are exposed to. For example, 90% of movies include some form of violence. So it's also important to consider that the real world has effect on these kids as well, like elements such as high rates of poverty, they can contribute to levels of violence. So even though we do see an increasing rate of aggression, which can lead to more violence as kids play more Grand Theft Auto, it is not the sole cause of this increase of violence. It is a multitude of factors. Here are my references, and here is my closing page. Thank you.